Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to touch on some travel suitcases and bags that I'm going to be using as I travel across Canada. As many of you know, I'm going to Moncton, New Brunswick here on Thursday morning, and it's a couple days away. And I want to show you the suitcases I'm using. So there's going to be a couple different ideas here, and I'll get to that in a second here. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my carry-on luggage. This is by Travel Pro, which is highly recommended by anybody who flies, especially cabin crews, flight attendants, that type of thing. Those people. And this is a Max Light 5 soft side suitcase, 4 spinner wheels, and it's a carry-on, obviously, because what I'm going to do is carry-on only. I'm going to be packing all my workout training gear and competition gear in this suitcase, and then I have something else I'm going to use for my personal bag. I'm a little undecided. So what do you folks think? Should I use a backpack such as this for my under the seat personal piece of travel kit? Or what I'm thinking of using is the Max Light 5 lightweight under the seat carry-on. This is a overnight or weekender travel tote. And this is all I need to carry a few things. I'm only going for 3 days, so I could throw, a change of underwear and socks, maybe a pair of sweatpants, and some toiletries in here. So this is probably what I'm going to go with, and then we'll go from there. So I'll show you what I'm going to do as far as putting it all together. Okay. Okay, friends. Now we're going to do. Now we're going to put the competition gear into my Travel Pro Max Light carry-on suitcase. It's very important that strong men and strong women, when they compete, and I would imagine this would go for anything, any kind of competitions, whether it's CrossFit or any other competitions of any kind, that you don't want to lose your competition gear. If the airlines lose your luggage, if it's checked, and all of a sudden you arrive and you want to compete and you don't have your equipment. There's a few examples where athletes have had that happen to them, and it's not so bad if you're only my size, size 10 and a half or whatever footwear. But when you're a professional and you're a guy like Evan Singleton with a size 17 shoe, and you lose your luggage and you lose your equipment, it makes it pretty difficult to try to get that, to source that out, to source that training gear, competition gear. So the first thing I'm going to do, here's my suitcase opened up. It opens up into a clamshell style. The first thing I want to put in here is my competition belt. So this is my lever belt. We're going to be using that, and as you can see, it's Mr. Blair. And I don't know if you've noticed this or if you've seen this before, but I've had a couple people sign it or autograph it. So this is Mitchell Hooper, 2023 World's Strongest Man. And over here, we've got the 5th strongest man in the world currently, Tristan Hoth. He's out of Edmonton, and he's going to be the world's strongest man one day. We're pretty sure of that. He's coming along very well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in first, kind of put it around here, so like that. And then everything else will kind of fit inside and around the corners. So the next thing I need would be my flat shoes for the deadlift. I think our competition is on Saturday, October 12th. And one of the first events is a 600-pound card deadlift. That's the weight I have to lift. Other weight categories and whatnot, they have different weights. Like for instance, the U105s, which is under 105 kilograms or about 231 pounds, they have to lift 650 pounds. So whether I get it or not, I don't know. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my gear in here and we'll go from there. Next thing I want to put in is my lifters. We have a max log event as well. I think that it will be coming up. That might actually be the first event, but I will put these in. This just gives you a little bit more height, and you'll be leaning forward a little bit, which helps in a few things like squats and overhead presses. So I'm going to put that in here, just like so. I've got plenty of room. Another thing you're going to see, and you're going to wonder why. What was this before? Now this here is duct tape and some adhesive tape. Believe it or not, what we use this for is I wrap my forearms for the Atlas stone, because we use tacky, and the tacky is going to go on here and will help when I pick up a heavy stone. I think my stones start at 240 pounds and I have to lift it to, I believe, 56 inches. So I should get that, but it sure helps when you've got something like this. So I'll just tuck that in the corners here. A little bit over there and a little bit over there. Okay. Next thing I want to do is put in some knee sleeves. These knee sleeves will sure help when, especially when you get a little older, but it's very important to protect your knees. It keeps the knees warm, keeps everything together, and puts some pressure to hold everything in. Next thing I want to put in is my elbow sleeves. Same thing. These were from Resolute Strengthwear, which a lot of my equipment is from. They're out of Calgary, Alberta, and they're really good if you want to give somebody some business. Resolute Strengthwear. I will put that here, tuck it in the corners, like so. The next thing I want to put in, right here, these are wrist wraps. This helps a lot when you're pressing, especially pressing overhead. Anything like, you may have seen me wear these when I was doing bench press. I use them for bench press, overhead presses, log presses, like that type of thing. It just gives you a little bit more stability, makes you feel a little stronger, all that good stuff. So I'll tuck that in here as well. Next thing I want to put in here is my deadlift straps. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using regular straps like this or figure eights. I'm going to bring both just in case I decide to use figure eights, but I'm probably going to use the regular straps. Figure eights are really good if you're going to be using an axle, because that axle is about 2 inches around and this just locks you in really good. So I'll put that in here as well, like so. I also will have some workout equipment. I've got a towel, some shorts and whatnot, and I'll put that in here as well. But the next thing I want to put in, the last major thing, is a soft belt. Soft belts are really good. This one is by Cerberus Canada. They're really good as well. So I'd highly recommend you give them some business. I'll tuck that in there like so. A couple more things I want to put in is a grip shirt. Grip shirt's good. I've got an overhead log, and that'll just help the log sit right here as I lift it up. If I can lift it up. It's going to be really heavy. I think mine starts at 255 pounds. If I got that, that would be a PR for sure. I'll put that in here like so. And the last thing I'm going to put in here right now is a change of clothes for the Atlas stone. As I mentioned, the Atlas stone is going to be a lot of tacky on there. So if you get tacky on your regular clothing, it'll ruin it. So I use an old t-shirt and an old pair of cut-off jeans. And that works perfect for my needs. So I'll put that in there like so. Zip that up. That'll be a good start. I'll have to end up weighing it later on, but that'll give me a good start for my carry-on. I don't want to lose this. As I said, because if I lose this, it's going to be pretty hard to compete. It's going to be hard to do a 600-pound card deadlift without a belt. So that's the start of it. Next thing I got to do is load up my personal bag with a few odds and ends. I don't need to show you all that because you've seen probably 100 videos where people have packed their underwear, socks, and knickknacks. So I'm also going to bring some snacks because my flight leaves from Edmonton at 6 o'clock in the morning, flies directly to Montreal. I only have 57 minutes to go from Montreal to Montreal to catch my next plane to Moncton, New Brunswick. So I should arrive in Moncton around 3:30 p.m. I've got a hotel there. I've got a day and a half to check around the city, get to see what it's like. I've never been to the East Coast. And then at Moncton Coliseum is going to be the competition. So that'll be on Saturday. I will shoot some video as well of that. But in the meantime, just wanted to give you an idea of what I'm doing. And you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, make a comment. What would you do different? Should I use my backpack? What do you say? I appreciate it. And don't forget to ring that little bell so that you can be alerted when I post new videos. Have a good one.